Now in this video, we are taking the very important concept about the electricity chapter, that is factors on which resistance of a conductor depends. That is very important question, as 2 marks question, theory part, and then also problems are there for 2 to 3 marks, right? So now try to understand this concept first. Okay, so here the factors on which resistance of a conductor depend. Right, on the last videos we are learn about the resistance. So what is the resistance? Resistance is nothing but so what is the resistance? I repeat again. Resistance is a property, right? Property of a conductor to resist the flow of current, right? Flow of current, and that is we defined R is equal to V by I by Ohm's law, right? So this is about the resistance. R is equal to the ratio of V by I. Now we have to find on which factors these resistances depend, right? These resistance of the conductor depend on which factors. So here I take factors here, number one factor, right? Number one factor, for example, take some wire. So I take here, this is the nichrome wire, okay? This is a nichrome conductor, nichrome wire, okay, of length L, and now I do we fold the wire, okay? For example, see, I can take a wire here. So take, this is the wire, right? I take, this is the wire, okay? See, this is the wire. I can break the wire in one piece. So I take particular length of a wire, right? So take, this is the wire, okay, of length is take L, right? Now this is the length. So this conductor having some resistance R, okay? This conductor having some resistance R, right? We know that every conductor having their own resistance. That is the property of a resistive current. So here I can take one wire. I imagine it is nichrome wire. So whose length is L and the resistance is R, right? Now if I double the fold, means I double the length. So see what happened here. When I double the length, means what? When length is doubled, and when fold it one, okay? When I fold this one, for example, it is a 2L. It is 2L, double L plus L, 2L, right? Or maybe also we can say that half. We can make a half. Okay? This is the one resistance. I can fold the resistance, so I can make here length is double. Okay, length is double, or length is actually increase length. Like I said, the length is increase. Okay, we say that when the nichrome wire length is L, then I fold the length. Then imagine that it is half or it is 2L, double. Okay, easily to understand that it is single. Now it is what? Double. So length is double. Length double means length increases here, right? So first we observe that this is the one resistance R. When we double the length, what about the resistance? We observe that in this case the resistance also doubled at 2R. Understand, student? See, this is the single length. When the single length is there, L length is there, resistance is R, single R, 1R. When I double the length by folding the conductor, so when double the length, single, when double the 2 length, we observe that when length is 2L, when length is L, resistance is R. When length is 2L, the resistance is doubled. So what he tell what? So resistance of a conductor is depend on the length, right? So resistance of a conductor is depend on the how dependent? It is directly proportional. See, whenever the length increases, resistance also increases. Doubled, so current resistance also doubled, right? If I make here 3L means resistance also 3L, 3R. So it is what? Whenever the length is increases, what happened? The resistance also increases. We see that it is directly proportional. So resistance of a conductor, right? Conductor is directly proportional to the length of a conductor. That is number one. On which factor the resistance is depend? So we say that resistance is depend on the first factor of its length, right? Of its length. How it is depend? It is depend directly. It is dependent directly, students. That is one point you have to remember. So in the examination they ask, write a factor on which resistance of a conductor depends. So you have to remember that this activity, I take a length L of a conductor, okay, when I can make it double or half, okay, we can take both. We can say double or we can say also half, okay, half. So when I doubled it, I can use double, okay. When I doubled it, the resistance also doubled. Means when the resistance doubled, length also double. When the length be double, the resistance also double. When we again length is triple, resistance also triple. So this is what is the increase of the resistance with increase in length. So we say that resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to length of a conductor. So we mathematically write it as resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to its length of a conductor. Okay, its length. So that is equation 1 you have to remember. Right? This is equation 1 you have to remember. Right, students? This is. Now I can use here same nichrome wire, but in this case I can make the thickness is more, right? More thickness, or more increase thickness, increase. Okay, I can increase the thickness of. See, thickness means this is this is thickness. Okay, this is the light thickness is there. So if we increase the thickness, okay, width means I said width. Okay, increase the thickness of a nichrome wire. So here length, that is here area, right? Area. Thickness means it is area. Okay, this is area. How much this thickness is there? So that is every conductor is in the form of cylinder. So the thickness means we can find the area. Okay, like that. Okay, we know that this is the cylinder shape. So this end are nothing but a cylindrical shape, and we can take the thickness here. So that is area. Whenever we increase the area of a conductor, okay, we observe that resistance of a conductor, right here, conductor is. So here when I increase the thickness of the conductor, we observe that the more current is flow here, more current is flow. Whenever we increase the thickness, more current is flow. More current means what happened here? Less resistance. Okay, less resistance. We know that about here R is inversely proportional to I. When the more current is flow, what happened? Resistance is less, right? So in this case, when I increase the thickness, we observe that more current is flow. Flow current is more. So more current means it is less resistance. Okay. So what happened here? When I increase the area of cross section, the more current is flow. Means current is increase means resistance is decreased. So therefore, whenever the area of cross section is increases, then what happens? Resistance is decreases. So resistance is how much? Area increase, resistance decrease. Opposite means what we take? It is inversely proportional, right? It is inversely proportional. So write that sentence here. Resistance of a conductor is inversely proportional to the area of cross section of a conductor. So that is what when area increases, resistance decreases. Opposite is there. Okay, opposite, one increase, one decrease. In that opposite case, we take inversely proportional. So that is R inversely proportional to 1 by A. So that is equation 2, students. Hope you understand this one. So first case, we double the resistance, length double, resistance also doubled, right? So that is directly proportional. Simple concept. First case, length is doubled, resistance also doubled. So what happened? Depend on length. So second case, area increases, more current is flow. So more current means less resistance. So area more, resistance less. So area more, resistance means one more, one less means it is inversely, okay, relation. Now this is, we get here two equations, right? I remove this one. So we get two equations. One is say about when resistance is increases, length depend on length. Resistance of the conductor depend on length directly proportional, and the resistance of the conductor is inversely proportional to the area of cross section of the conductor. Now combine equation 1 and 2 here, students. Okay, combine 1 and 2. Equation 1 and 2. What happened here? Resistance of a conductor. Equation 1 say directly proportional to the length, and equation 2 say inversely proportional to the area. Right? And we know that we remove this proportionality sign. So I remove the proportionality by one symbol, that is what? Rho. Okay? L by A. Here rho into L by A. So this is what the final answer, and here rho is proportionality constant, right? Proportionality constant, or also called as resistivity, or also called as a specific resistance. Specific resistance in terms of length and area. Right? Resistance is different, specific resistance is different. Resistivity is different, specific resistivity is different. Resistance is only a property, but resistivity or specific resistance is the opposition force offered by the conductor per unit length and per unit area of cross section. That is difference. Okay, it is what a property of conductor, resistive flow of current. That is the resistance. But resistivity, the property of the conductor to resistive flow of current in unit of length and unit of area of cross, that added here. Okay, I can explain again. But this is what, students, about the nature of factors on which resistance of the current depend. That is, one is length and one is area of cross section. For length directly proportional, and for the area it is inversely proportional. So here we get rho, and rho is nothing but resistivity or specific resistance. Right? So per unit length and per cross section, area of cross section, and this resistivity is different for different materials. Right? For example, I take a copper wire, it is different for copper wire. For example, I am right here for a copper wire. For example, I can take here. Okay, I can remove this one. For example, I can take here rho for copper wire. For copper wire, we observe that 1.62 into 10 to the power minus 8, okay, ohm meter. We discuss about unit later. And rho is equal for silver wire. We observe that 2.6 and it's something like that. Right? So here observe that what happened? Different material, different value of rho is there. So what means that the resistivity or the resistance of a conductor is depend on the nature of material. Third point. Okay. It is depend on copper different, silver different, iron different, alloy different, and tungsten wire different for different. Okay, different nature, different resistivity. So third point we observe that, right? What here? Third point, that is factors on which resistance of the conductor depend. Resistance is depends on nature of material. So the resistance depends on nature of material. Rho directly proportional to rho. When rho changes, resistance also changes. So that is directly proportional to rho. So whenever the resistivity of a conductor nature different, then what happens? Resistance also different. If a copper taken different, silver taken different, copper taken different, iron taken again resistance different. For tungsten, iron different, resistance different. So resistance is depend on the nature of a material, that depend on the resistivity of a material. So that is third point, student. So here we observe 3 points. One is length is directly proportional, resistance is directly proportional to the length, resistance is inversely proportional to the area, and the resistance is depends on the nature of a material. It is copper, it is silver, it is tungsten, and etc. That is okay. Different material having a different resistance. They can offer different types of resistance. That is why we are used depend on resistivity. If more resistance offer means that wire is not used. The wire used in the electricity which offer less resistance. Okay, if offer less resistance, that is best for electric appliances, right? If they offer more resistance means the loss of electricity, right? Heated the instrument. So that is why we use the electric connection wire which offer low resistance. And the low resistance means it is a less loss of current, more flow of the current. Okay, right, student? So here we get final formula here. Rho is equal to, okay, I get final formula here. that is rho is equal to R is equal to rho into L by A, and this also be represented as rho is equal to R A. This side means R A, L is in the denominator, this one. Okay, this is also an important formula and this is also an important formula, right? Now student, I write here about all the terms here. R means R is a resistance. Okay, R is a resistance. And then take rho is a resistivity, right? And then L is a length of a conductor, and what is A? Area cross section of a conductor, right? Area cross section of a conductor. These are all the terms. So we know that the SI unit, again I repeated, SI unit of resistance is ohm. For resistivity I can take question mark. Okay, wait. Then for length it is meter, and for area of cross section is meter square. So these are SI units. Okay, if they give many micro, ohm, milliohm means you have to make mho. Okay, and the length must be in meter. If they give centimeter, millimeter means we get converted into meter, and then area must be in. If you convert this meter means automatically area is we get meter square. Now students, what is the resistivity SI unit? Okay, I find here SI. I can make mark here SI unit of resistivity rho. Right? So now find here simple. So we know formula rho is equal to. We know the formula rho is equal to. So we know that what is resistance formula, that is unit, that is what ohm, right? Into what is area formula, that is meter square. So meter square now divided by what is length, that is meter, right? So m get cancelled. So rho is equal to what? Ohm meter, right? This is the SI unit of ohm. Resistivity is ohm meter. So resistivity SI is ohm meter, resistance is ohm. So that is what about students, or specific resistance. Okay, SI unit of rho, resistivity or specific resistance is ohm meter, and the resistance is simple ohm. So what is resistance? Resistance is a property of material to offer the resistance for the opposition to the flow of current. Right, so that is resistance. Now we have defined resistivity of students. Okay, we not define it. So please note down these all points about resistivity. So hope you understand these formulas. Right. Again we take some of about this study, elaborate this study here. But I can write the definition of first resistivity. Then we are go to the next concept. Right. So here first resistivity, specific resistance, or also called as resistivity. Resistivity, that is symbol is rho. Okay, so here specific resistance is defined as the resistance offered at unit length, offered by unit length and unit area cross section of a conductor, and the temperature remains at the I can take here unit area cross section of a conductor to the flow of current. That is that one. To the flow of current, when potential difference applied to it. So this is what the specific resistance. So specific resistance defined per length and per unit, that is difference. Okay, it is also property, resistance also property, but in that case we not discuss about the length in the area, that is different. But when resistivity come, we define same. Resistivity is the opposition to the flow of current for a conductor by, we can discuss the length here, by conductor, which type of conductor, whose length is 1 unit and area of cross section 1 meter square, right? That is the difference only, right? In the resistance we not discuss about length and area, but resistivity we can take the term unit length and unit area of cross section offered by the resistance force, that is we call it resistivity, students. So hope you understand these concepts about the R is equal to rho L by A, what is R, what is rho, and what is L, and what is A, then what is the unit of rho resistivity, that is ohm meter, and rho is called as a specific resistance. So this is, student, all about the resistivity. I can see, hope you write on this one. Okay, pause the video and please note down all these points. Right, this is over. Now I can take some more points here. See, I can make a resistance. R is a double, that 2R. So what about the current? My question. So check here. If I can make resistance 2R, so what about the current? What about the current, students? So here we can take this one. What about the, if I take resistance R, so what about the area? Sorry, not current, area. What about the area? See, put this one R, right? Use this equation. So what is, my resistance is doubled. So what about the area? Right? So I use here, when resistance is doubled, that is 2R, in the place of R, 2R is equal to rho into L by A. So I can take 2 this side, means 1 by 2 rho L by A. I can write it is as nothing but A by 2, right? I can write this as A by 2 rho into L. So the observe what area is half. This is very important. Right? What we get, when resistance of a conductor is doubled, area of cross section what happened to be here? Area of cross section should be half. Area of cross section to be in that case half. Right? Area of cross section to be half, that case. Means whenever the length, whenever the resistance double, area is okay. What about length? Here, whenever the resistance is double, what about length? See, observe length here. So what about length? I can change this equation, that is R is equal to A divided by 2A into rho L. So I required L means 2 this side, right? Divided by A is divided by rho is equal to L, right? So what happened? Length is what here? See, L is equal to, I can remove R2 here. So R divided by rho into A. So what happened here? Length doubled, right? So length what also? Length is also doubled. So right here double. Okay, it is a double. It is a half. When resistance is a double. Right, students? This is a very important point to remember. The example they ask, what about the area of cross section of a conductor when resistance is doubled? What on the length? So he see about whenever I double the resistance, we observe that resistance or double, we observe that area is what happened. Area is what here? Area is half. Okay, area is again half, area by 2. This area is half. And then here what about length? I can arrange this equation, means we know that length is what? Doubled. Okay, that 2 times. Okay, resistance 2 times, this is also 2 times. So that is why about this one very important. Cause we observe that resistance directly proportional. Directly proportional. So students, these are here we also observe the directly proportional. Whenever rho is increases, R also increases, area also increases, but length is decreases. So the inverse directly proportional, that is inversely proportional. So these are very important point you have to be remember here, right? Another one, another very important points about this one is, we know that about water heater, right? We know about water heater and electric toaster, which are used at tungsten, right? Which are used to produce the heat, right? And they produce the heat without burning, right? We observe the bulb, electric bulb, they are produce the heat, huge amount of heat, but they never melt, not easily melt. And we know that the water heater which are put in the water heater coil, they heated but they not melt. Why like that? Because of the high resistivity. Because high resistivity. So right here, alloy has high resistivity, high resistance or resistivity. Okay, I can use a resistance here. High resistance alloy have high resistance, then its constituents metals. You know that the alloy is made up of 2 or more metals. The alloy resistance is higher than that of the constituent metals. So alloy is not oxidized or burn easily. Okay, that is why because of that they are using water heater. Okay, using water heater devices. Okay, water heater, then electric iron, and then toaster, butter toaster, etc. Okay, this is the reason why the alloy are used as a in electric heaters. Why? Because of alloy has a high resistance. Okay, high resistance, and the alloy not oxidize, not burn easily. Okay, by heating they not melt, they not burn easily. That is why, because the high resistance, they are used as in the devices like water heater, electric iron, and toaster systems. So these are what very important point have to be remembered. Okay, so these are very important point you have to remember about the alloys, and then this very important point about these are important points about the factors on which the resistance of a conductor depend. So hope you understand this one concept, right? So please note down these important points about the resistance. So please write down this point and also this information, then come to the next concept. Okay, first write down this one. Okay students, now take the last point of this video, that is the numerical on the this one very important point, the concept, that is the factors affecting on the factors on which the resistance of a conductor depend. So on that one we take a last problem. So after that we have closed this video, right? So here see the solution here. So here I write pen is not right in the Okay students, now take the very important problem of this concept, that is the factor on which resistance of a conductor depend, and after solving this problem we close this video, right? So now see here what is given. So in this solution, so here two wires are given. So here a wire of given material having the length L. Okay, length is given, that is length is how much? Length is L meter. Okay, take meter, and area of cross section is A. Okay, area is how much? Area is A. Okay, meter square. Okay, right there. Now has a resistance given. Here I take resistance here how much? 4 ohm. Okay, what would be the resistance of another? Okay, another resistance we find means it is R1. Okay, we have to find the other resistance R2. Okay, another resistance R2 of a wire of the same material. Length is different. Okay, length is what now? Length is half. Okay, that is L by 2 meter, and the area of cross section is 2A. Area of cross section is how much? Area of cross section is 2A meter square. So we have to find R1. If the length is L and the area is 1, then resistance is 4. Okay, what happened if the length is half, resistance is doubled, and the what about the length area is double, what about the resistance? So here we know that here right here we know that R is equal to rho into L by A, right? This is the formula. So we have given R, so R1 is equal to rho into L by A, right? So here what happens? See, R1 is how much? 4 ohm. So 4 ohm is equal to how much? Rho into length is L and area is A. Okay, this is the equation 1 for first conductor. Now for second here, R2. Okay, R2 is equal to, see here, rho, L is what happened? L is doubled, half. L is half, then what is area? Area is a double. Area is a double, students. Now come to here, see R2 here. So here observe that R2, so rho, right, and 2 is a 4, right, we get 4a, then I can write here R2 is equal to, so we can rearrange it like that, 1 by 4 I take outside and we get rho L by A. So observe that rho L by A, rho L by nothing but what here, see, rho L by nothing but 4 ohm, correct? Rho L by nothing but 4 ohm. So I can change this one. R2 is equal to 1 by 4. Then what is here? Rho L by A. Rho L by A nothing but what? 4 ohm. So I write here 4 ohm. So 4 can cancel. So resistance is R is equal to 1 ohm. This is the answer. Right, students? So this is the answer. Well, length double half. On what happened? It is what? Double. Okay, R is double. So this is what students all about the very important concept about the resistivity, how you can use this formula to solve the numericals. So for this is one sample. In next videos we can make separate videos on the numericals, right, after completion of this chapter. For this concept, that is factors affecting resistance, factors on which resistance of a conductor depend, we finish here. We get the new formula, R is equal to rho L by A, that is the resistivity, right, resistivity constant. So hope you understand this one video and share this video with your friends, and thank you for watching this video.